Welcome back to Married in Minecraft, and this was supposed to be one of our Let's Play series, and we're going to do it in that fashion, but it's also going to kind of be a tutorial. The only thing is, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do yet. So I'm standing here in the anteroom of an abandoned mine, and this abandoned mine happens to be between the village, well, it's closest to the village of Transfer Station. And looks like Rocky Mender found it, told Bad Rabbit about it because she loves abandoned mines, and she came down here and found 2 spider spawners, and one of them happens to be in a slime chunk. So I thought it might be a good challenge to try to figure out how to make a double spider spawner and allow the slimes to spawn and see if I can feed them into the kill chamber for the spiders as well. So that's what we're going to try to do. So, since I hadn't actually seen this except for on Bad Rabbit's screen, I came and found the mine based on their directions, and I put these signs up because it's not a straight shot. And earlier we were trying to identify exactly where the slimes were spawning, because this room here is where she was seeing. She'd come back here and the room would be filled up with slimes. So we put these fences along the chunk borders based on, you see the coordinates up in the top left of the screen. Based on those coordinates, we did some math and we figured out these should be the borders of the slime chunks as they exist in this room. After we put this in, the idea was if the slime spawn over on that side, then that's the chunk. If they spawn over here, then this is the chunk. If they spawn over there, that's the chunk. And this, where we are standing right now, happens to be the chunk where they keep spawning. And you can see there is a spider spawner in this chunk. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to leave this area as part of the spawner, and have a wall right here, and then this area back to here would be for the slime. Now the challenge here is that you have to be at least 16 blocks away from the spider spawners for both of them to work. But there's a minimum distance for the slimes that they won't spawn if you are closer than this distance. Can't remember it off the top of my head. I'll go look it up before we go start digging things up. But there's a minimum distance you need to be away from the slimes. And based on the layout, in order to be 16 away from both of these guys and meet that minimum, I think we're going to have to put the kill room in that direction so that we can have this be further away than the minimum distance. So looking at this, I am at a Z of 4898 here, so 4897 needs to be that minimum distance. It's the only train station that's like half open. Oh, that's because they fixed it up since the last time you were there. They put in a pub, and Ella's got a cafe in there. So yeah, it's different town. Definitely a different town. Okay, so in order for me to have slimes spawn and spiders, slimes won't spawn within 24 blocks of a player. So with me being at 42, well, if this is a wall, and this is the first air block, that's 4297. It's negative number increasing, so that would be 24 would be 4273. I mean, excuse me, 4321. Dear, you don't look like you're where I am. On the map, you are in Tiny Town, looks like. Okay, well, she's not where I am. I'm in transfer station. Ella and Danny are in some new town. You're over there where they are now. You're like an entire map sheet away from me. If you just go straight west, though, you'll be where I am. I don't know I don't know whether you're on the right side or the left side of the map sheet that you're on. I am on the abandoned town of Many Deaths map sheet, and you are probably on the Crossbow City map sheet. All right, so in order for this slime chunk to work for me, oh, that's right, I was coming over here. So I put this at 4320. Okay, 4321 is right here. So this is perfect. This would be, so if this was a wall, how far away are we from spawner? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not good, because that one won't be active. So we're going to have to go 16 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to go 15 just to be safe. I will put the wall right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that is not a lot of space for them to spawn in. One block, basically. This may not be well. Let's, you know what? You can stay here because you guys can't go any. There's two giant slimes here, and they can't get to me because there's no overhead space for them to get to me. Actually, these guys could be in the spawn range for me, depending on where I put it. The problem's going to be having that rear spawner active along with the forward spawner and still having enough chunk space back here for them to spawn. So where that block is, that's the edge of this chunk border right here. In fact, I could just clear it out, but I might end up. Yes, I see you right here where I am. You're just south of me, looks like. The spawner, the slimes, yes. In fact, I'm down here looking at two of them right now. Yeah, that is transfer station. Oh. Yeah, it's Savannah. Oh, no, I don't know what you're saying, dear. I know that this town is a Savannah town. I don't know what town you're expecting to see, but transfer station was a Savannah town. Get out of here, Jesse. We don't have a town on this map sheet called the Savannah town. The one we did for how to save a village, that's Southern Point. And it is, yes, south of this town. I am in the mine outside of this transfer station. I see your orange dot on the map. You are just south of me. If you turn north, turn to your right, you'll be looking right at my direction. All right, so I see your name tag. So for these two, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks between them going in this direction. But in this direction, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8. So 8 blocks this way. So the shorter of the two distances is definitely that way. So there needs to be a good point where this block right here, 16 and 24, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that leaves me 1, 2, 3 blocks over there. Just enough for something to spawn, I think. Okay, so let's go this way. Whoa, whoa. Hey, this this spider spawner just spawned a spider in the middle of the rock. That's cheating. Can't do that. You got torches on you. Bad spider spawner. Bad spider spawner. Get rid of this. I don't need that. How did you do that? That was not good. It's making me wonder whether I'm going to see some more. So in order to be able to see, yep, here we go. What is going on with you? You can't do that. It means you'll be spawning on the wrong side of the spawner. And I can't really. Well, it is what it is. They're gonna spawn there. Let's see if he poofs and then another one spawns. I'm pretty sure it's coming from there. Yep, it's coming from that one. There's all the little smoke coming off of it. How are we gonna fix that? Maybe if I open it up some more, then and put a light. That hopefully will keep any more from spawning in here. I don't want them spawning in this side of the wall. I want slime spawning over here. So in order for a slime to spawn, you've got to have 2 vertical transparent blocks like air or signs or torches, but not anything that's redstone related, above the spot where he's spawning. Now, it's got to be an opaque block, so I guess no glass or anything for a spawn platform for him. And it's got to be clear of, any, you can't have a fence post in it or water on it or anything like that. It's got to be clear of anything that obstructs it. No liquids, no stuff on this, just a plain flat platform, I guess. I didn't say it had to be rock for it to spawn, so it could be like maybe a wood platform or something, but rock's probably the best thing. And big slimes require a space that's 3 by 2 point, well, 3 by 2.5. I don't know what the half's about, but 3 by 2.5 by 3. So I guess that's 1, 2, 3, by 1, 2, 3. So basically 3 by 3. But I'm planning on getting all of this cleared out all the way. So we'll probably go up to 4. Or down to 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could go down 1, and that would be 4 spaces high. More space than they need to spawn. So the idea I'm thinking of, and admittedly I've not finished planning this out, is to have these guys finish this wall here, and this area will be a spawn room for the spiders. And then this area here will be a spawn room for the slimes. This area has to be dark in order for them to spawn. Light doesn't matter for slimes because if they are in a slime chunk, regardless of the light level, if it's in a slime chunk below layer 40, and you can see from our level, we're at level 15 right now, they'll spawn regardless of the light level, anywhere below level 40 if they're in a slime chunk. So how do you know if you're in a slime chunk? Well, basically because slimes are spawning there. 1 out of 10 of all chunks on Bedrock Edition are going to be slime chunks. Some kind of random algorithm they got is based on the seed of the game. So depending on the seeds you got, if someone's using the same seed, then the slime chunks ought to be in the same places. So again, below Y40, any light level, but got to be in a slime chunk. So I'm going to put some of this back. Poof. Yeah, haven't had any more of those cave spiders spawn here, so the light must be working. Okay, so if this is going to be the spawn area, 1, 2, 3, 4, I probably should check the deal with the spider spawners because I think that they can spawn up to 2 or 3 spaces away. This would be 1, 2, 3. This would be 3 spaces away, which is where he was spawning. But if the light's in there, he should be good. He shouldn't spawn in there. And if we make this be the wall here, big ones won't spawn in here because it's too small. And we could always fill it up if we needed to, just to keep them from spawning. So we're going to have the spiders. This is not a lot of space to work with though. But we are going to go in that way a little bit. So halfway between these two, what did I say, it was 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be the halfway point. Let's put the torch right here. Put this one up here so we don't confuse it. Actually, these 2 blocks are the halfway point. So I need to go in 16 from here. Alright, let's start. Let's assume 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is actually need to be on the other side. I don't really like being that. That's kind of close. You got to stand right there for it to be active. So let's give 2 spaces. Yeah, it's not a lot of space to work with. I'm going to put these torches back because I'm going to start getting visitors here if I don't. Let's put that there, and I am full up. Let's make some trunks so we can put stuff down. this is the wall. Oh, we'll just put them back. Ooh, iron. Coal. You know, if I'm going to dig through dirt or gravel and I'm not using a shovel, I might as well use something that's not going to lose any durability, like a torch or my hand. Okay, that's the wall. Then I can put a box. I have two boxes. I can put a box right over here. Hopefully we don't have to move it later, but we may. Halfway. Even gonna bring this in. Yeah, I don't know why I got those. So your spider spawner started cheating on me. Yeah, I opened up the wall behind it to try to put in a wall where, dang it, I don't want this stuff. Put in a wall to open up the spawner area for the slime chunk for the slimes, and it started spawning spiders into that space, even though it's completely lit up. It's cheating. Well, it after I lit it up, it started spawning. Before I take that back, when it started spawning them, it was not lit up. Excuse me, little buddy, you gotta go away. Well, at least I know that that part's working. Yeah, I just put in this wall, so the only way into the other area is going to be right here. So I'm going to clear the rest of this out so that the slimes can spawn here. But tell you what, oh well, you won't be able to know because it'll be too close to you. Well, I guess the only way we'll know is when we try it. The math looks like it'll work. I think. So this wall, got to figure out my spider spawner design, however, because there's not going to be a lot of space between where they drop and where we're going to be killing them. Do what? 15, yes. Not a lot of space to go down, huh? Hopefully there's no lava. I don't hear any lava below us. And this one's 14, this spawner here. I don't know if a minimum height for the spawner to drop the spiders, so I mean, theoretically it should work with, we'll just go down like 3 blocks. I don't know how tall the water is going to have to be. Put one right under it. Just, oh, that's not under it. That's under it. Just in case. Thank you, dear. It's a chunk, so it goes all the way up to 16 from the bottom of the chunk space, which I didn't figure out the Y. I just was focusing on the X and the Z. Oops. Let's bring this down. Okay, so we can put all this other stuff that I don't really need away. Do what, baby? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and take this out. How far over are we going? $49.39. Maybe we could go further on the front side. We're not limited by space. They're going to be floating anyway. So $49.37. Let's do that. $49.37. Did you have elevators in your inventory, or did you use them all in that other mine you were in? I'm just thinking once we, now that we know where the kill room is going to be, we can actually just put an elevator up straight from here to the outside, wherever that lands. But not there yet. I'm still trying to put the room in. Now, the annoying thing about cave spiders, other than the fact that they are poisonous, is that they are actually smaller, because the regular spiders are 2 blocks wide. They can be in a 1 block space. might end up being, so somewhere over here we're going to have the slimes be funneled from their room, which is, can't work, let's see, over here, funneled into the same kill area without allowing enough light to come in to affect these guys, which should be doable. Especially if we're using water, it's going to push it. Oh well, I say should be, but that light over there, if we left a 3-block wide gap here, they could get in. And that's at the edge of the chunk border anyway, so it shouldn't affect it too much. And what's going on? Boom. Break the last one just in case we get lag. In case we get smaller ones, get out. Okay, so that wall, they come in over here, they push down this way, we have the kill floor down here. I think that works. If I put a bucket right there, how far are we going? All the way to there, which is going to drop right there anyway. So, question is this enough? Or do I need to go down another level? What do we got? This is 15, and that was 12. So I could actually afford to go down to 14 and still have enough of a drop. Got another bucket here. There we go. Let's see, what do we got? Bucket right there. Boom, it drops. And yes. So, although it's a 2-block drop, I don't know if that's significant or not from the purposes of the spawner, but definitely will work. So let's go make ourselves a pool. Okay, I'm glad that's not on the party. Alright, so we got our water buckets filled back up again, and I think we have an idea of what's going to happen with the spider spawner. Let's see if we can. Alright, I'm going to have to put my shovel in here. Doing good on food. Let's take this drop all the way across. Although I don't think I want to leave it as gravel, so I guess I should just take all the gravel out. Replace it with stones. Maybe an irrational concern, but just in case. Alright, here we go. We need to take that floor out as well. Alright. Alright. You're in the, I thought you were in the ante room. Well, you know, 1 out of every 10 chunks is a slime chunk, so makes sense. Well, that one I'm not worried about. Not going to be doing anything with that one. In case we needed more wood. And it was in my inventory, so I got it out of my inventory. What's wrong with having a tree in the ante room? I think that looks pretty cool. It spruces things up. Get it? Spruce? Even though it was an acacia. That could be a joke. Why did the Minecrafter put a tree in the ante room? To spruce things up. Okay, so this looks like a good place for us to stop. But before you go, make sure to jump down there and hit that like button, and also hit subscribe. It'll really help us out, and it helps the channel to get better and make more of these videos. We'll see you next time on Married in Minecraft.